We're not
what?
sure if everyone's here yet.
Hyde, are you here?
Here.
Stanley, are you here?
Wait,
All right, let's get started.
no.
No,
Straight
I'm
up.
pretty sure I got everybody who was here on time.
Rat.
Freedom, you here?
Rat.
Huh?
Oh my god. Freedom, are we recording?
Yeah.
All right, let's get started. So, Eli, this doesn't directly involve you quite yet, but I'm gonna find a way to cram you in somehow because I gave you a really good sort of tie-in. Okay, so you all wake up the morning after your arrival in the city of Leviathan, in Gobladell's garage, where he's sort of been prepping the two cars from the tank race tomorrow. Gob's main team, which consists of Gob himself, Jem Scarmake, his orc friend, Czar the Goblin Sniper, and Bran are going in in Ed's car, or in Czar's car, and the rest of us, including wait, Freedom, did you want to rename the Mothman Mob? Okay, so including Mob are going in the other car. For one of the reasons why is because Mob owns the car, but the other reason is that Gob wanted somebody experienced to sort of guide the rest of the group to driving. So the way that this works generally is that they're all right, Hyde.
What the fuck just happened?
Oh no. And now we sit.
All right, I'm gonna call Hyde.
People who don't use night mode on Twitter are the worst. I just hear Stanley distantly laughing. He says his mom called Simon.
Oh. Well, this will give me time to actually think of how the races. Okay.
I'm back.
Hyde.
Sorry about that.
Okay, it's good. So, while you're scrounging up some grub, which is essentially dried food that Gob has like in a little cupboard in his garage, you're sort of gathered loosely around one of Gob's tables while he's standing up and telling you about how races work. He says, yeah, so basically we have a driver. We have a, see, I didn't think of anything else yet, because I had a really tough day at school today, and I've been, like, basically surviving off caffeine for the past 3 days, so I'm going to think of something real quick.
What are other car positions?
Yeah, right, like, there's a passenger seat guy who sort of covers the driver and makes sure there's no, like, foul play coming their way.
He's a killer DJ.
There, there's a
Contribution.
and there's generally the rest of them act as combatants. Sometimes they're in the back seat, launching ranged attacks, and sometimes they're on top of the car, defending from other other racers who are trying to sabotage our car, and sometimes they're jumping onto other cars to sabotage them. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, absolutely, sir.
It's basically Mad Max Death Race.
Yeah. And another thing about the races is the city council here doesn't really like them all that much, so I wouldn't mention that we're taking part in them at any point. And Freedom, he kind of heads over to he kind of like leans over to Gabriel, or not Gabriel, Gibson, and sort of like nudges him with his elbow with another wink. And also, Freedom, I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Holy shit. I feel like I'm being targeted right now.
I wonder where that is.
I don't like this man touching me. A 7.
Okay, this is gonna have consequences later, but all right, you rolled a 7. It's up to you to decide what that means in the context of Gob touching you, but suffice it to say that your programming really does not like this, and it's sort of I don't know, man. You tell me.
I don't know.
It's making me uncomfortable, but I can't figure out whether it's just the fact that he's touching me that makes me uncomfortable, or if there's some malice behind his hands.
All right. So so with that, he sort of like walks around and he's like, now ordinarily we'd only be driving one car, but we recently picked up Mob here, and he points to the moth guy. We recently picked up Mob here, and he supplied us with this other car, which we're letting you guys drive. Let me just run you down how we usually run things. It's we have Zard driving, of course. You saw him driving the tank. He's an excellent pilot. Land pilot.
You fucking idiot.
And I'm of course in the passenger seat covering him, and we have Bran and Jem on top, making sure that nobody invades our vehicle. And
Bran,
sometimes
like Bran cereal.
And sometimes Bran will even jump onto other cars. Now, he's been a little apprehensive about that since his accident. And
Accident.
The accident that turned him from a person into an octopus?
Yeah, from a person into a non-person. He's no longer a being. He's no longer sentient.
Now.
Is this a recent development, or has this?
It was a couple months ago, I think.
Describe exactly your character, Loki.
Well, that's exactly what happened. He was, in a race, and part of the race went along the coastline, and essentially decided to try and use that moment, but flung off of a vehicle and into the chemical ocean, wherein he became an octopus. His clothes immediately dissolved upon entering the water, so
Dude,
he had
that's
to
fucking
scrounge
hot.
things out.
I'm gonna go.
And that's what he made his robes with.
God damn it!
He now
I'm
has
octopus man.
he now has an intense dependency on alcohol to deal with the.
It's all octopi.
I was a marine biologist that turned
Wait,
into an octopus.
Loki.
Yes.
So
Simon,
he
shut
sort
up.
of,
Loki.
What?
Coctopus.
Or Octopussy, you know.
That's good too. Okay, got him. Simon, you can keep going.
So he sort of like gives this little speech where he kind of explains the roles, and he asks again if there's any questions. Who's echoing?
Ah. Whoa.
That might be me.
Huh. Oh, it's Eli.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
How am I echoing?
What?
Are my headphones on?
I thought it was Stanley.
It's either Stanley or Bryson.
Oh,
Probably
really?
me. I just put my
Oh
phone
no,
down.
it's Brett.
No, it's not echoing anymore. Oh no, it's a little bit. It's definitely Bryson. Bryson.
Oh,
You're
that was
echoing.
weird.
I'm wearing headphones, but these are crappy headphones. There's probably sound just bleeding all the way from the headphones to the mic. I'm not sure how to fix that.
It's all right, man. Are we cool with Bryson echoing just a little bit?
Oh wait,
just
I
No.
turn his headphones
It's not.
down.
I'm echoing too, which means it's not me. I can
Oh,
hear an
okay.
echo.
Stan, that means it's you.
Oh shit.
Called out, bro.
I had to leave my room for like 5 seconds, dude.
Okay. Do you have headphones, Stan?
No.
Stan, I'm not asking you if you have earbuds. I'm asking if you have headphones.
Still no.
What did you do with the 2 different pairs I gave to you?
Oh,
One
got
of them
him.
does not work.
What about
Oh,
the
they both
headphones
don't
that you
work.
have at your
They
house?
both don't work, Stanley. It's because you used them without asking me and stuffed them into your backpack. But what did you do with them?
Wait, Stan, where are you? Are you your dad's or your mom's?
He's at his dad's.
Why don't you use your dad's pair of headphones that I see you use all the time?
What are you talking about, Freedom?
The Sennheisers.
Freedom, you should know that I have no idea what that means.
His fucking headphones, Stan. The
The
ones that he,
headphones.
like, you always complain.
Freedom, what the fuck could that possibly mean?
Your dad's
I know
headphones that are always on that desk between the 2 couches. I see them all the time.
That
I
you're
didn't know
always
you were learning
using.
a language from a new dimension at college here.
Alright, hold on. I'm gonna go look for them.
Oh, good. You guys cool with waiting another 18 hours?
Are those headphones there? No. Without checking, no.
I'll be back in like 3 minutes.
Okay.
Hold on, you guys. I gotta go jack off for 45 minutes.
I'm just gonna go die now.
Friendly reminder that I poop! I poop!
Just a friendly daily reminder.
Hold on, Loki. Loki, did you like that I put 3 apostrophes after your name?
I have no word. Why? Actually, when I put the apostrophe there, it was an accident, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it there. Why not? So.
Hey guys, I gotta go. Be right back. My shell is too small. I gotta go shed it and find a bigger shell. I'll be right back. 5 minutes.